基地にいても油断は禁物ですよ、ドクター。
Hello and welcome to Operator Analysis. Today we'll be talking about Schwarz. As usual, these analyses are my own opinions and do contain biases. Remember to search up other guides or write-ups to get a well-rounded and objective view on the operator. Now, the evaluations of this operator are done at Elite to level 30 and skills at skill level Mastery 3, unless otherwise said. Let's start with a quick TLDR. Schwarz is meant to deal huge amounts of single target damage, but provides no real support to the team. The most used and mastered skill for a skill is Skill 3 Termination of Tactics. Try to at least get it to Mastery 1. She will always have her niche at sniping and killing elite units. Now let's get to the main topic.
ドクター、異常はありません。
Schwarz is a 6-star high precision sniper that has incredibly high attack, high defense for a range unit, and short range. The special thing about Schwarz is that her high base attack combined with her skills and talent allow her to be either a high output range unit or a boss killer, depending on the skills selected. Taking a look at her skills, Schwarz's first skill increases her attack for every few shots delivered. This skill is great for when we want high consistent damage output, and gains a reduction in skill cost upon Mastery 3 from 4 to 3. A minor nitpick that I have with using this skill on Schwarz is the fact that a quote-unquote consistent high damage output operator is easily replaceable by other operators such as Province, Exia, and Meteorite. Skill 2 is somewhat a modified version of Skill 1. We trade high consistent damage for a bit more burst, which is exceptionally useful when the map designs give us periodically high pressure waves such as the Annihilation maps. Speaking from experience, the second skill generally isn't used because of its jack of all, master of none tendency compared to skill 1 and skill 3. Speaking of which, skill 3 is, true to its name, a termination of tactics. Ever wish to have so much physical attack that you don't even have to worry about the enemy's defense stats? This skill is basically it. Press the button for insane amounts of single target damage, and we're good. A few things to note about the skill though. The range is changed to be a straight line in front of Schwarz. The range of that line is also quite short until you increase it by having Mastery 1 on the skill. So it's recommended to at least go for that for Schwarz. Mastery 1 on skill 3. While the skill also allows Schwarz to deal high amounts of damage, there's also no target prioritization, and sometimes you might overkill a small mob instead of the boss or the beefy boy that you want to kill. All of these skills interact with her talent, so let's take a look at those.
任務、わかりました。
Schwarz's first talent increases her damage while also lowering the defense of the enemy. The increase in damage is a attack scale, which is a multiplier that is calculated after the attack buffs from Schwarz's own skills or the buffs from other operators like Warfarin or Sora. This is exactly what allows Schwarz to reach these incredible numbers by herself. The defense down is also a nice addition, but it serves to help Schwarz's own damage output rather than help the team. The second talent is straightforward, have another sniper deployed at the same time when Schwarz is on the field for some extra free damage. Use Exia in the mix to have double buffing.
ドクター、こちらに。あなたの安全が第一ですから。
Let's recap on the weaknesses. Short arms, weird range, and relatively low mob handling efficiency. Her short range with her skill 1 and 2 make her quite undesirable in situations where the maps have many routes and are large. Annihilation 3 being the prime example. The modified range from her skill 3 is also a double-edged sword. Personally, I believe the change in range helps in singling out specific targets and prevents hitting stray mobs, but sometimes map design makes it so that we have to place Schwarz in weird or unoptimal spots to get the most out of that skill. On the topic of low mob handling efficiency, it's not to say that she does a bad job of it, rather there are just that many more suitable operators for that purpose, Meteorite or Executor being prime examples. This is further emphasized by the fact that Schwarz's high damage usually overkills smaller units. There's also the issue of Schwarz competing for the quote-unquote special sniper spot in team compositions. Although this is more of a personal opinion more than anything, I feel like I'm shooting myself in the foot if I were to bring Firewatch, Executor, and Schwarz into the map all at the same time just because these operators need the team to work around them, and having 3 at the same time is like guiding kindergarten children.
私の指示に従ってください。
Schwarz's synergy with other operators is quite straightforward. Snipers to help proc her second talent, melee frontliners to hold the enemies in place for her, and of course buffers and debuffers to help deal more damage. A wonderful operator at killing elite units, Schwarz is straightforward and simple in her usability of dealing big red numbers. She's also one of my favorite operators. That is, assuming we have the resources and the composition required for her to do her job, of course. Schwarz is just one of those operators that require a team to be built around her. Rather than supporting the team and providing synergy, she brings in specialization for the team to deal with specific threats or scenarios. So what do you think about Schwarz? Is she worth those big red numbers? Or maybe for that fantastic art? Perhaps her short range and weird range make her unusable for your playstyle. Leave a comment in the section below and let's discuss. Of course, if this video was good, be sure to leave a like. I do hope you enjoyed or learned something new from it. For now, I'll see you next time.
ドクター、怪我しますよ。
damage. So she's actually really good for a 5-star free unit.
5-star art survival, exactly. Also, this might be a problem in challenge mode. Letting her hit so much. But I can do this. No! No! Oh no! RNG! Why do you do this?